Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation where the customer says the problem is important, but the deal does not know? Or they loved your demo and they said this is exactly what we need, and then your customer goes silent. Maybe worse, you've done all the hard work and then you hear from your customer that budget is not been approved. Or worse, this is not a priority right now. Does that sound familiar? Here's the truth. Most deals died not just because of competition, but because the pain was never made real enough for the customer to act. You found the problem, but you did not implicate the pain. If the customer does not feel the cost of inaction, why would they even take action? That's what we're going to fix today. If there's one skill that you need to develop, especially in your sales, it's all about indicating and implicating the pain. Hi, I'm Raghu Kiran, and in this video, I'll walk you through what real pain looks like, the different types of business pain, why identifying the problem is just the first step, and the exact questions you can ask to go deeper and take control of your opportunities. If you find this helpful, do like, comment, and subscribe so more people can benefit and they can build this skill. Let me share a quick story. I want you to imagine you're standing at home. You hear a leak in the ceiling, annoying but not urgent, and you think, I'll deal with it next week. Then someone comes and tells you the pipe that is leaking right over your home's electrical panel. If it bursts, it could short the wiring and cost you $5,000 in damage. Now suddenly that drip is just not a leak, it's a potential disaster to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what implicating the pain does. It transforms your minor friction into business risk that can't be ignored. Based on my experience by working with many sellers and with many business owners, I found two fundamental problems where many sellers focus on pushing their product rather than being a problem solver. And the second is they are very good at identifying the problem, but they don't go deeper enough to indicate and implicating the pain. Let's take some time and explore what do I mean by product pushing to problem solving. Let's suppose you're selling a security software and your customer says, we are struggling with false positive. It's natural. What most sellers do is perfect. Our tool solves that, and let me show you how. As you could see, you're pushing your product and it kills your deal. So before you pitch anything, I want you to pause and ask, is there even an opportunity here? You got to shift from positioning your features and benefits to solving problems. That's what we mean by going deeper. Let's explore other problem, which is all about identifying the pain. Going back with the example of security software, if your customer says, we are seeing the application downtime quite often, again, it's quite natural. You identify the pain and you start pitching your product. As you could see from this example, identifying the pain only creates an interest, and interest does not get you a budget. Urgency does. So good sellers are good identify the pain, whereas great sellers indicate and implicate the pain. So now you might be wondering, what does indicating and implicating the pain means? Let me break it down for you. Indicating the pain means it's all about helping your customer understand how is their pain impacting their day-to-day operations. How is it affecting their KPIs or performance or their team's performance? So once you made customer feel the problem, then you implicate the pain. How is this pain affecting the broader business and how it is affecting the business outcomes and who else is getting impacted? And most importantly, what happens if this pain continues for another 3 months? As you see, you're moving the conversation from your technical pain to business risk. And you might ask me, why is this important? It's important because your customers underestimate the cost of their own inefficiencies. They don't see the lost hours, they don't see the model dip, they don't see the customer churn, and they don't see the revenue bleed. So without quantifying it, they don't act. That's where you come in, not to sell faster, but to help them see clearer the problem and the pain point and how it is affecting them, how it is affecting their team, and how it is affecting the broader business. And most importantly, if they continue the same for the next 6 months, it is having a broader business impact. So that's the way you create urgency. Going with my previous example of a security platform, let's suppose if your customer says, we are seeing frequent system downtime. Instead of jumping to features, go deeper. How is this affecting the team? How often is this happening? What happens when it goes down? Who else is getting impacted? That's internal teams or the customers. So what you're trying to do is you're helping your customers realize this. It's not just a technology issue, but it's a business liability. And more often than not, I get to see many people asking me, how do we know if this pain is real? Let me give you a framework. You can test by asking these 4 questions. The pain should be personal, it should be impacting, where the customer should feel the problem, and it should affect the KPIs and you should be able to measure it. And most importantly, it should impact others, because the pain without impacting others does not get you urgency. And finally, it's all about now or never. It tests your urgency. So please, in your opportunity, ask these 4 questions. Is it affecting them personally? Is it affecting the KPIs? Is it affecting others? And is it urgency? Is it now or never? Let me give you, there are 3 levels of business pain. There are people pain, efficiency pain, and financial pain. Let's take some time to understand what do we mean by people pain. People pain is all about should affect their morale, their burnout, team conflict, retention. Or efficiency pain is all about the wasted time, manual work, or duplication. That's where your operational challenges comes in. And finally, financial pain, where the pain that is causing the revenue loss or cost increase or compliance risks. So think about, in your existing opportunities, have you touched all of this pain with your clients? Deals don't move faster when pain becomes a business conversation. To help you to dig deeper, let me give you a framework where you can use this simple framework to ask deeper level questions and quantify the pain to your customer. HWWW. What does it mean is, how often does this happen? Why does it happen? What breaks when it happens? And who else gets impacted? This makes your customer feel the ripple effect of the issues, that is across team, time, and cost. When you master this skill of implicating the pain, I'll bet you stop chasing your customers. Your customer drives urgency from within, and most importantly, you become a partner, not a vendor. But here's the reality. Deals don't move because of your product features. They move because the problem becomes too expensive to ignore. So let me wrap up this for you. Be patient for the sale, but be impatient to implicate the pain. The deeper the pain, the higher the value. The stronger the implication, the lesser the discount. So now I want you to take a moment, take your top opportunity right now and ask, have I truly implicated the pain? If not, now you know what to do. Here's my strong call to action. If this video helped you shift how you think about preparing your meetings with your clients, follow me right here and share this with anyone who can benefit from this video. And I want you to drop a comment. What's one question you can ask to implicate the pain in your deals? Thank you.